Straight to the bottom with you.
This is the big hero for Fnatic, right? Like, when is this Medusa, quote-unquote, online? Is there ever, like, just a certain time it's like, I am Medusa, I am the best hero, or...
I think it's the third item most of the time. You get, like, Manta, Butterfly...
Oh, crit.
If you're looking for Radiant's bottom tower.
So you should, well, they need to get at least one more hit on him. There it is. There's gonna be an X. Oh no, oh, hold him back. Whoa, I have no clue where that impulse is traveling to, but Jabs gets brought down and crit. He baits him in. Dude, you saw Jabs was like, I gotta get this kill now, and then that extra sleight of fist cost him his life.
Sumail's queuing up the Radiance on Kunkka, something we've seen pretty commonly, I'd say, throughout the course of the year. Kind of just another hero where the idea behind Radiance is it just doesn't give you anything other than damage, so you need a hero that has like a toolkit that's effective if he's walking around dealing damage. Whoa. And Kunkka kind of fits that, you know, you're just throwing out some X's, torrents, boats, and fights, and you're super tanky because of the boat buff, and then you burn people while you're doing it. Also, it's not bad to give yourself 65 damage on your Hyper.
Now Ogre, guess what? We'll finally get that tower. Abed going for that Manta, getting close. Something's happening. Nobody knows what's going on, but there will be DJ. They're gonna try to throw. DJ will go down the A blast. Is playing, but Fly, guess what? Sending down Rains of Ice, and S4 just trying to get out. Will be able to heal in about 1 second there.
First item Atos on the Enchantress.
That's fine. Pretty good for Sigueme. It's still a little bit different. There will be a kill on Dubu. Fly goes down as well. S4, no heal for 15. This should be a kill.
Yeah, the boat buff wearing off, so he had a lot of health, and then he didn't, because he lost it all after the duration ended.
You'd see AA. Both supports dying up top.
That Atos is a little strange. Like, I guess they kind of lack catch in the early game, but not really, like, as the game goes on, so...
Feels like 4 steps is good, right? Always good for your team, good for you.
It just breaks the entire combo. Somebody who's shackled, somebody who's getting A blasted, you just save them. You save yourself.
We haven't watched him in a while. I guess we can watch him hit some creeps, and that's a little different. I guess we haven't seen the Radiance on Lifestealer, and that's why Kunkka's going it. Is it just going to be the same? You're just going like Armlet into Deso, or?
That's most likely his build. Physical damage, Armlet, Deso, AC. It feels a lot better this game. The difference between a hero like Medusa and a hero like Jug is if you're against Medusa, you can actually just siege buildings with Lifestealer. You can like... You don't really kill the Medusa that well, but you just hit buildings, and you don't really care about her all that much. A hero like Jug, on the other hand, kind of just kills you. So, in this case, it feels, that's why, in my opinion, it feels a lot better to play like in this specific. Thank you.
Scooped up here. Drums into BKB. Oh, the AA blast. It doesn't hit these two, but it goes over them, so they won't be able to heal up too much. Uh-oh. Might be a little bit trouble. Stun goes out, though. Abed still has the ulti as well if they want to commit. And look at that. There's going to be a freeze on to Sumail. Will get the ulti out. He's going to get frozen again. He's just double frozen. Stun's going to come out. He's in a lot of trouble. He has this Radiant there, missing a few hits, but it won't matter. They're not going to be able to save him, or will they? They won't, but they will get Jabs as well. And now Ice, he's in a little bit of trouble. S4 is just pumping out damage.
It took him so long to decide to turn and fight that. Yeah, it was so strange. You saw how long Sumail lived?
He was just frozen for so long, and yeah, they didn't want to commit. And unfortunately, maybe they thought Crit had Blink, which he just got.
And here's a fortification from Radiant.
Bottom tower, let's see, will it get denied?
That's the information that game, though, right? They didn't see Crit. They don't know where he is, so if they commit and he is there and he has Blink Echo, you're actually just going to feed everybody.
A blast. Only Crit here. Meanwhile, Arteezy, he's over here messing with Abed's the Radiant farm.
I like the decision to go the Armlet build. I think he might even go for a Halberd next. I'm sure he'll think about it, just because right now, you can't go MKB next item on Abed. So if you get Evasion, along with the Radiance on the Kunkka, you have this huge window where Abed simply doesn't deal damage to these two cores.
And Medusa already struggles with that, and now you're just denying on. She's going to feel pretty useless if that's the case.
Because I think you need a BKB at some point on the Deuce as well this game, but you're also going to need the MKB. You really need a Butterfly just for both damage and ability. He's going to go for the Scotty. This is fine. I like this. You don't have, he actually can't go Butterfly because his HP pool's too low and there's too much magic together.
Okay, I didn't have net worth up. What are we at? Okay,
Oh
we're not
my.
too far, and I love
You had
looking at
last hits
CS.
until 19.
Well, it's not 19 minutes. Let's not be rude. It's 18:45, my friend. Those 15 seconds are a big game changer. Smoke through middle.
Oh.
Find anyone they can. Doesn't look like anyone's really out of position. You have all three pretty much just surrounding the Medusa up here. And this is the dude who I remember. You fall behind, and he never feels good because in a losing game, Dubu he's just buying wards and sentries the entire game. And it feels like, right, the kind of position 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to call it, like, has kind of fallen off the way, right? Like, you need farm on all your heroes, it feels like, nowadays.
It's not the same anymore. It kind of makes sense, though, if you think about it, the way Dota's, like, progressed over the years. Every player's 20% of their team.
Yeah.
And you ever talk to, like, Puppy or Kuro about it, they'll discuss how the first item on a 5 position is way more valuable than the first. Let me rephrase. Items on a 5 mean more than items on other heroes because they simply don't have the gold. But like this medallion, this random Force Staff or Glimmer, like that can change games. It's not as if a core is ever going to be able to buy it. It's very important to ensure your cores, or rather supports get into the game. Because right now it feels like, you know, let's say AAL misses, it's a 4-on-5.
It is, and oh, there's going to be the dunk. Will he be able to bring down? Yes. S4 plus crit. That's just way too much damage right now. Any lockdown with this enchant.
And that was all the Atos. And then the Golem. Oh, crit.
I mean, well, what's that thing you use? LRC?
LRC. Long range cannons, baby.
What's Atos? Long range.
And
Nice
what's
and easy to
Enchantress?
Blah, she's a cannon herself.
There you go.
She is the LRC.
I was just finished.
Oh. There's going to be a sheep. They are going to throw down. This could be a 2-minute AA blast. Will it? No, it only hits on the one. It is crit. Crit's already used the ulti. Fly will use his ulti as well. There's going to be a kill on DJ. There's an Atos as well on the Ogre. Abed has that ulti though. Let's chill. Stone Gaze. There's going to be a buyback from Crit. They actually want to take this fight. It looks like from behind there's going to be a freeze. Medusa will start getting right click. Will just mant out of the open wounds. On the backside, these wards slowly getting brought down by the creep. Crit will drop that stun. Arteezy, he needs to hop into somebody, but he can't. Crit doesn't get there now. Hey, this could be a dieback for Crit. He wants to get out of here. Will they jump forward? They're going to look for him. He just dies. Sleight of Fist brings him down. Uh-oh. S4 doesn't have his heal. He might die as well. Fly, is this just going to be a team wipe? It looks like it. S4 is baiting him in. Oh my goodness. Almost brings down Jabs, but Fly still trying to run and will make it.
It's a great fight for Fnatic. There's a buyback on Crit there too. Dieback, actually.
Dieback, yes. Well,
this is a little over-eager from EG.
it feels like this AA blast. They keep trying to like fight into it and it doesn't feel good.
You need these Force Staffs. You need the ability to combo break. And as of now, if somebody gets hexed done by Ogre, they're gonna die.
Guess what on the chicken was S4's Force Staff, but you know, a minute too late. Almost a full BKB now on Sumail.
Yeah.
Still a 3K lead, but guess what? You got this Medusa.
Yeah.
You got bloodlust with the Medusa. as you
Look at
talked
what
about.
it used to be. If you think about it, they've really done some. They put a significant dent into each lead.
Yeah.
We still certainly have the edge here, but 4, 5 items in, that's when the Abed Deuces starts to get out of control.
And this Shaman is rich. Look at this Blink Hex bottom with the A. No Force Staff behind him. He's just a goner.
They're to look for DJ now. DJ just sitting here eating impetuses. Sumail actually takes the kill.
He spray painted PG on the ground. That style.
He got him.
What a boss.
Do you think he queued that up just like for this series? Like put that in his...
I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah.
I like that. That's style points for sure.
We'll see. We'll see next time we cast our games if he does it for the same team.
That lead's gone. Is Fnatic ahead now, would you say?
Like, are they
I'm not sure how to read
advantage?
the late game. Yeah, like I don't know what's going to happen like 30 to 40 minutes. That's like all about, I think, execution. But I feel after that, Fnatic will start to pull ahead.
Lifestealer is no longer feeling nearly as good as he used to because of what happened with the map control. You're now killable, as you saw there. The Shaman is scary as all hell. He has Etherlands. Once he gets 15, he'll also have the cast range talent with the Blink Dagger. His like close gap range is pretty nuts.
Well, we are going to see Crit.
Oh, that smoke is going
Arteezy
straight up to the hill. Fnatic's already the top of it. Active Shrine.
We're chilling. Looks like they might just be looking for a solo pickoff possibly, but no one really that close besides Jabs. He's actually going to go back and heal.
BKB, it's huge. EG, no real way of threatening him.
going to be X plus a boat. Snake will fly out. They pull him back. There will be the stun. They're going to find Ice as well. He's going to get stunned up. He's pretty damn tanky. Has that medallion as well as a pipe. Just going to throw it down. And guess what? Medusa will just throw out the ulti. Lightfield's going to get A. Do we have a four step? We do not.
Oh my God.
Very, very bad for that. Archeesy trying to run away, but goes down. Crit goes down. Ice down on Fnatic's side, but Fly just getting run down. BKB, oh, Impetus, pretty good versus it. He's going to four step downhill. Does get the heal up, but gets trapped in, and uh-oh, that's just going to be a kill. S4 is slowly getting brought down, but guess what? Our first gold lead for Fnatic in a while.
Dude, you can see this AA against the Lifestealer, man.
Oh,
the armlet build sounded good in theory, but looking on this game, you know, hindsight, it feels like he almost needed to get the Radiance build here. Because he's not actually tanky, to your point, BSJ. Like, in fact, Arteezy's barely ahead of the Ember Spirit, even though his laning phase went so much better.
The problem I had with the Kunkka pick was it kind of does the same thing as Lifestealer in this game, and that's why he built Radiance, right? You're kind of both heroes are.
You don't need to do that. You could go for like Shadow Blade, earlier BKB, a Drums, which they don't have.
But Kunkka doesn't catch Ember, and then you didn't have absolute last pick, so like they're gonna pick a core that doesn't really care about getting X'd. In that case, the Medusa, like Medusa doesn't really care if she, like if it's like a mobile position-based core, you know, if they get X'd, they're in trouble. But as Medusa, it's like, okay, you X me, now what? And it's just like, what I'm saying is, since I don't like the other way Kunkka could be played in a specific game.
Oh my!
And he's
Uncharacteristic mistake from Crit.
Does he just think he missed it, or?
No, he just missed the W.
Yeah.
He didn't time it right.
He took it too long, or what?
Yeah.
Ouch. That hurts, because now they kind of know, right? You got a Medusa, Bloodlust Medusa with Scotty Manta. Don't you just take some towers off this?
Yep, they're looking to pressure top, and since they, I was going to say, since they saw VG bottom, they were looking on DJ.
Yeah, now they're ahead. Bottom lane is pushed for EG, but Fnatic way ahead, already shoving 2 lanes with catapults active.
That wasn't X to Kunkka, actually, so he shot.
He would have got back, eventually. Well, EG grouping up around middle. Meanwhile, Fnatic doing the same there between middle and top. And here comes the A blast. Blind. Will get hit by it, but glimmered up.
This is where the Fnatic lineup gets spooky, because they have maxed out Bloodlust. You got an Ember and a Medusa. They're running around near max move speed. Well, not Medusa, but Ember Spirit gets real speedy.
Yeah, 500 support hero that is going to play off map with DJ, and he's just such a scary threat.
And EG's not here. They're just going to look to threaten high ground. I love this.
Oh,
yeah,
do it.
Do Radiant want their middle tower?
Creeps will spawn. They just bring down the snakes. Yep, S4 is going to try to clear them out. See if he can. There's going to be a Hex plus a freeze, so slow him down. Snakes will do a little damage, but not too much.
This is just forcing them back to base. This is another way to corral people. You can either do it directly by like running at them across the map, or you can just say, hey, if you don't come back, we're going to kill you from your base.
It's one of those concepts that's been really developed. I think it started at TI7 with Liquid, and since then it's been expanded upon. This idea that you can alleviate pressure around the map by applying it in other areas, and that's now sort of just the wisdom of the scene. Like, that's the way people prefer to defend nowadays. It's just lower risk, because if you're playing enemy side of the map, it's like worst case, you TP back to your own after you force them there. It's a win-win.
Well, one of them's like reactionary, chasing the other team, while the other one's saying like,
you give the other team tempo and try to. It's tough to do that. Teams are too good nowadays. They take little leads and make them win.
There's something we didn't really talk about. This Enchantress taking over the Manta illusion of Medusa, actually just clearing creep wave with it. Fly, oh my. BKB just straight up popped here. Look at this. Sumail's like, you know what? I'm going to save you. Just kidding. Now the shrine will be gone. If that boat got a little bit quicker, might have been able to. But that is a BKB down, and I'm sure Ember wants all the time he can, especially against the Kunkka and an Earthshaker.
True.
Yeah, I said Medusa doesn't really threaten Lifestealer, but he's going Basher after this Deso. Like, if you look at his net worth, right? He has 13,000 net worth, and none of this net worth makes him like harder to kill. Like, yeah, you have an armlet.
I don't like it. I think the Halberd was the pick here. Halberd's like the item against Dusa. He's not got a Linkens. It's a 5-second disarm plus the evasion. Like, I really hate minus armors against Medusa as well, because all the damage Mana Shield absorbs is pre-reduction. So the minus armor only affects 40% of the damage, right? So no.
Yeah, it'd be 40%.
Yeah. So wait, are you sure?
Yeah, Mana Shield is 60%.
Okay, yeah.
My bad, could have looked for you.
Anyway, yeah. So the Deso only mattered for 40% of the DPS you're doing to the Dusa, and it just feels like, I don't know. I like Halberd. I like Halberd on like 3 heroes for EG. I want Sumail to get one still.
Well, my idea would have been, if you're thinking Halberd, I would have rather the Lifestealer have the Radiance and like AC and all these like Lifestealer items.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Then have Kunkka with the Halberd rather than the Lifestealer.
There is not much it feels like EG can do against this. You got a Solar Crest Wards and a Bloodlusted Butterfly Medusa now hitting Roche.
And that MKB is when it just gets terrible. Like, that's it. That's the 4th item. That's when Medusa just gets unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about itemization, right? Like how earlier on we were watching, it felt like the games from LGD were just so smooth because all the items came together as like one beautiful picture. But this game, it's like you have 2 heroes, in my opinion, Kunkka and Lifestealer, that are playing the same role. Like, I think Lifestealer wanted to play this role, this Radiance AC, and now he's not allowed to play it because he's playing it. So now Lifestealer is building like not ideal items, and then I don't know exactly where the problem started. You know, was it a draft issue? Was it like, you know, communication issue? Was it like just an in-game decision where they're like, I'm having a really good game on Kunkka, I'll go Radiance, and then he's like, well, okay, I guess I'm not going Radiance. You know, where did it happen?
That's what makes Dota so complex, right? Because your Sumail, that is the best item for your game. You want to get a Radiance at your double bracer when you're that far ahead, but you're now taking that ability away from your hard carry. Perhaps you're punishing him more than you're helping yourself. It's all about balancing it and ensuring that your entire team is in the best position to succeed. This being a 5-on-5 after all, as Valve even pushed us to remember by
it is a team
combining
game.
Solo and team party MMRs.
Sure.
Indeed. Have you guys been playing a lot of party MMR?
I gave up after a lot of the Smurfs is the problem. So you think that people would stop being, you know,
Goobers.
exactly, in the top tier MMR, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end.
It never ends. I remember.
Never ends.
I was playing.
It's like maybe just kill on fly here. Oh, force stab. There's no way it gets the OT off, and it actually is doing a little bit of damage. Boat's gonna come through, gonna help Fly survive a little bit longer. Jazz has to actually get out of there. Impetus, will it be enough? It sure as hell is. They're gonna try to turn it around now. Orbit is getting melted down, but guess what? That is an Aegis. But the ulti used before, and well, now just trying to right click. Dugu does get a kill on Crit on the backside. Crit did have to buy back, still has the ulti. Impetus goes out, hits Ice. They're just gonna try to hold Medusa in place, but guess what? Solar Crest from Ice continuously on this Medusa. Doesn't feel like they do that much damage. They're gonna try to block him out. There's gonna be a BKB. DJ just holding Arteezy in place, and now, didn't even use the ulti on Crit. Crit might just die. Gonna try to permastun, but DJ has that BKB, and see you later, Crit. That's the second dieback this game for Crit, right?
Yeah, the Medusa mana burned the Enchantress. The Enchantress is like really the only threat with the Medusa, right? So once she's Solar Crested, there's really no other way to kill her. And over the course of that fight, the Enchantress got Mystic Snake twice, and then suddenly does no damage. And also, that's pretty funny, Abed got trapped by DJ's ward, so he was forced to TP several times just because he got trapped by his teammate's ward.
Whoa. Once again, you saw Yo, Sumail. No
your
BKB.
Earthshaker's dead, bro.
He's dead. He's gone.
No buyback.
The reason I mentioned Earthshaker is because you're allowed to do what he just did if you have an Earthshaker, because you have the long range cancel of the shackles.
He didn't. Was he X back?
No,
like,
he
was
wasn't.
No.
what? He just walked forward. He just died.
He did what Fly did in the mid lane, where he's just like, excuse me, guys,
Coming through.
coming through.
This looks like it's just going to be 1 racks, if not 2 top. They know they can go up top as well.
He is not looking like, I mean, Fnatic's obviously punishing, but this didn't, like, EG had this game, I felt like, in terms of, like, they were in control of the game, they were setting the tempo, and Fnatic just got like 3 or 4 crucial kills. Suddenly the momentum of the game shifted, and oh my god.
Oh man, talk about adding insult to injury.
Bold
I love
statements.
it. And now even the Ogre, I mean, it's a 33-minute Vlad, but flying out, guess what? Get some damage, get some armor, have fun, Abed.
Yeah, the value Voidstone on the Ogre from the mana regen.
Oh, and there's he loves it. That Midas. Already back up to 1.1k after buying a full Vlad's, and yep, that's gonna be 2 full sets of racks.
Yo, this Ogre offlane is looking sick. It's
What
actually,
do you do?
it's like
Yeah.
the dream hero for my concept of Dota, because you crush your lane, you're super tanky, you don't care about dying, you just walk in, and then you buy Midas, and suddenly all the rest of your goal for the entire game goes to teamfight items.
Look at his
And you
level
have so much
15
of
and
it.
20 talents, 350 health and 400 strength, or 40 strength.
40.
800 health, dude.
Beast mode.
So what? That's 1150 health from talents.
Yeah,
Yes.
1150. So it's a third of his HP pool right now. Is
Decent.
Plus the HP. And he's just having a good time.
They're gonna find crit.
They sure will. We'll get the stun off. We'll get another one. They want to try to do anything else. Now it looks like Crit will just die here.
He's got no buyback. That's the perfect kill. 45 seconds now to kill this tier 2 bot.
As BSJ said, they looked like EG was ahead, and then Fnatic, guess what? They make a couple of good fights. They take these. It feels like they're playing the map a lot better.
Again, just point to it could be Dubu, finally having that like traditional shot caller, but don't forget, of course, Coach March.
The coach in game, yeah, Coach March as well.
I mean, he did take, Genespa's. They really threw that game 4 in that qualifier against Mineski and SEA. Otherwise, you would have seen this brand new team made up of effectively a bunch of rejects.
Yeah.
They would just qualify to TI all of a sudden. Unfortunately, I was talking to Gunner, they did debate themselves. They got a DD, they were going to roast. Like, nah, we'll throne.
Every pro's been there at least once, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, someone's been there. There's a stat. It's like probably like 20 times teams have come back from Mega Creeps in pro games, and 4 of them I was on the losing team that had the Megas.
my philosophy is that if you're just never one game away from TI, you'll never lose the one game away from TI.
It's true. I've done that a few times too. I really, I find a lot of unique ways to lose. Anyone at home, you have new ways to lose, let me know. Let me try them out. Trying to really get the full smorgasbord.
And almost level 25. What do you take? You got the Scotty. You got. Do you take the man or do you take the modifier? It seems like I still see
modifier, man. You're so ahead. Although to your point, maybe you just need to stay alive, right?
I was told that the modifiers are better when you level them, and the mana's better late game because it's effectively like 2,500 health.
It's a decent amount.
Sorry. I think he might go mana this game just because they have no tools to burn it, and he's already doing plenty of damage.
Modifiers is like good against them, mana's good for you.
Yeah.
Right, so like in this game, since he has this ogre and everything, why not just do everything for you to be the most powerful?
They're actually going to go in for Shadow Shaman will get hit, but Abed actually didn't. It was only a solo ult. Crit's already going to die. Now there's a BKB pop by Sumail, but guess what? Abed just stands his ground and fights. Fly is getting a nice juicy ulti, so no one can really fight into him. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Bye-bye boots of travel on Shaman, so he's in the fight.
He's ready. The wards did get cleared up already, but guess what? You don't have your crit ulti.
Go BKB grip S4.
Yeah, I was going to say he has BKB shackles.
No, he's in the area, but...
That'll play back. No more ultis from Earthshaker and Crystal.
You might not need to force this issue, though, if you're Fnatic. You don't have level 25 on Deuce, and he's so close.
You just have Vlad, Solar, Lotus, like, I don't know.
That's no crit, too.
We'll get torrented, slow it down a little bit. S4 will take control, but Adaloo instantly dies. Looks like the last tier 3 will be falling here. K lead, in comes the boat. Creep wave does get cleared. I bet he just pops his BKB.
Second BKB.
Sure, let's just kill this. And let's not. Let's get out.
Sure, let's go with Oak.
Never mind. See you later.
Psych.
That's the right call. Crit respawned. Still just not quite 25. Roche up soon.
Yep, it is. May respawn in about 5 here.
You have the luxury to kind of just like pop that BKB too. Like, you don't need to, just play it safe. Don't let anything go wrong. He did take the modifier.
Oh, it's a real quick Roche. It's literally already up.
And they have the
There's going to be BKB. It might be over before then. We are going to be one. It's just going to be Fly. He will get found. Sentry ward on the ground.
And every hero in this game is important at 38 minutes. Like, even though it's just a 5 position.
He takes the modifier, by the way.
They might not need to do this, but I'm telling you, the Fnatic of the entire year does not make this play.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got him, guys. Let's go win the game. Maybe you do. Maybe you throw. This Fnatic.
Why not do this at this point, right?
Yeah. You can't. They can't win. You can only lose.
Oh,
and look at that.
God.
A reward for their patience. It is a virtue after all.
What do you think better, a late game DD or a 2-minute DD?
Late game.
Late game always, yeah.
What if they made DD a 3 halves rune?
What do you mean?
You know, like it gave you 50% instead of double damage.
What did you learn?
It'd still be really good.
Your fractions are way off, dude.
What do you mean 3 halves?
Impressive ineptitude.
Okay, it's like a 50% rune instead of a DD rune. Why does it have to be double? You know, like double so much.
So your question is a decent amount.
I'm just saying, like, if they like,
That'd be
everyone
weird.
everyone
Like, what would the
complains
rune
about
be
DD.
called then? Instead of double damage rune, that'd be
three halves
tough.
rune,
A
is
three
it?
halves rune. It'd be a rough one.
I'm so. What? Never mind. 4-staff glimmer on the AA. We just saw. Nice supporting effort from
Dude,
Dubu.
and 1.8k in the bank. Fly, meanwhile, close to that BKB. Has gotten some jolts off, but
I will say, Grant, you seem. We'll talk about it at the end of the game. Not going high ground.
yep. And they look to win. Abed, look at this. He's just right-clicking Sumail. Get a drop? No. Get it back
Moon
up.
shard too. So he's literally got Bloodlust, Solar Crest, and Moon shard.
Whoa, there's gonna be an ult in the backside. They will hit onto two of them. Will they even be able to bring down the Ember? Not quite yet. PKB gets popped. Crit. See you later. RTZ gets hexed immediately, and Abed is just eating them all alive. GG's not called quite yet. They're just gonna force all the buybacks. Sumail, guess what? This Eye of Scotty, it's just slowing him the entire time. See you later, Abed. Are they going to give him the rampage? Fly. Oh, and there's the sentry, there's the rampage. There's a double rampage. No GG's called quite yet. They're going to try to make it away, but no, it's not going to happen. Here comes another double rampage. Will there be a triple Sumail? He's sitting there in the base. Will they be able to find him? It is both, though. He's going to be quite tanky in here, but they're still trying. Abed, he's looking for it, but I think the game's going to end, and it does.
They tried so hard to get him the triple rampage. You got to respect the
And
team camaraderie there.
you do it.
They are feeling
Dude,
themselves.
they are looking. They're just looking good. I mean, these first 4 games we've watched, it seems pretty one-sided from both teams. We had PSG, LGD just straight up owning chaos, and now Fnatic, game 1, they pretty much own it.